Sure. No sweat. There. Done. Sure.
Well met, stranger. If you feel like I assure you that everything I sell is well crafted. Marihi, lots to see.
Hey, that's not bad.
So she asked him what he calls that trick, and he says, "You the one causing your smoke and mirror ghost do not impress Kaletzia." And Zamar, Kota heard the newcomer was talking. Tell the shipwright to accept Kota's deal before he suffers another. Kota will see that his casino, and Kota will get you the Principe discount on Zamar's goods. Deal? Gelarde, here's an advance. Go tell Zamar the good news. Kot.
Need a fresh jacket up? Take your time.
Where is my postinago of a brother? You there? Have you seen Lauro Badato?
Look at this. Pretty good, huh?
Oh, hello. How might I assist you? Oh, I am a cartographer. If you need a map of any set, it used to be I'm quite keen to write a book, in fact. Oh, but married to the work, sharing a bed with he always hogs the blanket. You think so? He's been a bit low lately. I'm putting together well, you'd think I'm not exactly the most powerful fighter, or I do it all. Do you mean it? It's a lot. Don't worry. The idea is to explain. I thought we could start once you're back.
The Queen is holding court today with the Valians and Rowattians.
How long before they're killing each other?
Wager on it?
Leave it to me.
Shh. Keep your foot down, my cullies.
Mine now, no sweat. Got it. Sure.
I don't have a voice for shanties these days. Too much salt in the air.
Not even my Vithrak darling.
Merla. How is every ship
10 minute
hunter taken?
falsetto. Rancanette.
I only deal with serious clients. Now, Shu, not the business of Madiko. But it is when blood travels south of their brains. Ugh, but I blame our privateers are busy. Where are the cassi? I do not make a... We will cut your teeth on Gelarde. Questions? Well, enjoy the lack of...
It's pretty good, huh? Sure.
A giant? Wanted a raccoon?
No, much bigger. Such is the rumor.
Sounds like sailor tales to me.
In the market for decent food, of course.
After him! Yeah. Let's do this. Let's go. Why not?
Hail and welcome to the wild... Now, what can I do for you? You're in luck, friend. The wild mare employs a number of courtesans. You'll find them upstairs. They handle their own coin, too, so... You're in luck, friend. The wild mare employs... You'll find them upstairs. You see anything you...
Do you enjoy coin, my friend? Can you lift a sword?
My one solace from the tedious bureaucracy.
Ado, my friend. I knew our paths would cross eventually. Not yet, but I know that we will be fast friends. Tell me, you are the one who sails that fine ship, huh? Terrorize the docks with spirits. I am Aboko, and I am positioned to offer... I have opportunity. 1,000 times I practiced my speech. Merda. Never did it go this poorly. Agrasima, do you know what my problem is, amico? I am supposed to be in the business of giving bounties, but I know no one who hunts them. No one will unfurl their sail for my humble payments. But I must start from the bottom and work my way to the top, huh? You will take the job? You will take the... Agrasima. Something special for my first... I will start you on Meriel, the mad animancer. She tortures her victims with My contact saw her leaving Port Mage and heading west of Mage Island. Agrasima, you have but to ask. It is true that I have stumbled. Now that I have such an accomplishment, it's not all bad. But the momentum of meeting new... and I'm still scrounging together when you have the head of our latest mod.
You say I cannot down the rest? Watch me, amico. Madico, it is no wonder I thirst. Ado, why do you stare? Agrasima, even in the oasis I am parched. If you grant wishes, there is a vacancy on my ship. Then may the Lady of Lament speed you along. The fun ran dry with the coin. When the dancers see more than an empty purse, I will be a content Radora.
Where in the blazes is that old man? Have you seen an old elf hanging around here lately? Dresses funny, probably drunker than Andra's crushing void. I thought, listen, the guy I'm looking for owes me a lot of money. 5,000 coppers. You help me find him, and I'll give you 20%. The drunk old goat I was pestering you about, Oswald. Like the credulous fool I am. Fine, Andra's great sagging tits, fine. You can have 40% and rights to whatever baubles Oswald has on him. How about this? I give you 60% and we never discuss this again. Haggling for the fun of it not keeping you busy enough? The man I'm looking for, Oswald, was especially fond of one of the courtesans upstairs. Maybe you can get more out of her than I can. She refuses to speak to me, the snippy little cur. She wasn't receptive to my particular charms. Maybe you can get more out of her than I can. She refuses to... What do you want to know? I was hoping you wouldn't ask me that. I'm one of the countless minor noble. When people find out, they start doing weird I'm one of the See, this is what... I was hoping you would... I'm one of the My thoughts exactly. The man's a family friend. Has been for... must be 4 generations now. The perk of being an elf. It's my fault, really. I should have known better than to believe that damned old drunk knew what he... Man's a wizard. You understand, and a tinkerer. He convinced himself and me he could, with enough luminous adra, must have been a crock of shit. Because one day he up and ran without a word of explanation or apology. I thought I knew him better than that.
Look at this. Sure.
Come, lay your head on my breast. I will read to you the work of my favorite poet. Oh, her! Yes, she is persistent, isn't she? She barged. She grew incensed when I asked her to leave. She's no longer welcome in my room. I do hope she's not a friend of yours. Her manners are atrocious. It's futile to attempt to summarize the whole of a person in simple words, but I appreciate. My troop were my family, and we traveled the whole of the... The work was good when the crowds were... I found a more dependable application of my talents. Have you come to hear some verse? I'm sure I don't know who you're talking about. Now please leave. If I knew a man named Oswald, and if that man was in danger, I would still decline. Now, is there something else I can do for you? I'm sure I don't know who you're talking about. Now, please leave. Absolutely not. My clients depend on my discretion. I'm sure I don't know who you're talking about. Now, please leave. If I... You're a man. Now, is there something else I can do? 100. Come. Lay. I'm sure I don't know who you're talking about. Now, please leave. How dare you? Oswald has visited oft of late. He's a sentimental old man, and he longs for the words of our homeland, Adir. I would often read the old epics to him in their original Eldadiran. He's grown paranoid recently, however, always muttering about the shadows following him and other such nonsense. He came to me in a panic a few days ago and shoved his journal. I wonder, perhaps his journal would help you find him? Here.
Leave it to me.
Have you come to hear some verse? I'm sure I don't know who you're...
I will give you an experience you won't soon forget. I must assume the question beneath your question. Perseverance. Being as I am, I have been... But we cannot always be strong. 300 copper. I know it's a bit more than most, but my service...
Why not?
Come to seek ablutions for your sins? Ha! Get it? Ablutions? Absolution? Ha! I crack myself up. Gets me every massage, bath, whatever you need. Just ask. 250 copper. Soaps, oils, fresh linens, all included. Best massage in Neskолько. Oh, no. These old poems. You know how it is. Or you, for that matter. Oh, you don't want to hear about that. I lived a boring life, so there wouldn't be much to the telling. Oh, you don't want to hear about that. Truth be told, my real passion is pottery. Trouble is, I got these big hands. Not meant for delicate work. Worked out in the end, of course. Now I specialize in relieving tension in a Mauer and death godlike. I guess I can't hide my feelings as well. The stability's good and all, but I haven't seen anything that gets my blood pumping in ages. You know what I mean? Doing the same old thing day in, day out. It's enough to make a man. Let me see you. You ever need a hand, don't forget it.
Have you got any leads on that mad old goat? Oh, Oswald, you've really stepped in it now, haven't you? Where could they have taken him? Right. What am I doing asking you? Damn, if only I could find that captain who gave us passage to the Deadfire. Bet he'd know. Wait a tick. When our ship neared Nekataka, the bosun told me about a weird temple on an island in the Karatapu Channel, southwest of the city. She wouldn't tell me what it was for, though. Got real spooked when I asked. Go take a look then, and let me know what you find. With any luck, you'll catch the old goat there in one piece, and we'll both leave here with some weight in our purse.
The Hazanui is at the palace, blaming the Valians for attacking one of their ports.
Well, did they?
Of course. But the Queen must calm them down before they go to war.
Madico, where is that? I'm trying to be the responsible one in the fight. Laro is past due for a You'd think this district was a maze. The spirit. If you desire to get in the graces of the Mother's Bank, could I persuade you to watch out for Laro? I'm concerned, because Laro tends to feud with Orso. It's Sally, if only more of her offspring were as accomplished. There. Laro and his miscreant. If you see him,
Have you heard about the commotion at the palace?
Of course. About luminous Adra.
A giant made of luminous Adra.
All I know is that they're all at each other's throats up there.
You both attest that you have made all possible efforts. Who is this Nasenale?
We have business. What do you want? The family keeps you on a tight leash, lad.
What's your words of? You want the what?
My bad so to the tribals. We should be free to settle matters on Valiant terms. If you want a civilized resolution, you're talking to...
This street thug called my family a warren of corrupt inbreds.
That wolf he calls mother would have us live out our days polishing Bardato silver.
Nothing less than the total disgrace of the...
Then you will die unfulfilled. I was the one who suggested fisticuffs, but you...
To first blood, then. Shall...
Not so pretty anymore, Posterago.
This does not end here.
Just make sure...
Don't you have a date with Zamar?
Ahoy there. Any news worth telling? You actually confronted those feral cats? You're siding with that crook? I needed coin, not a middleman to negotiate with cutthroats. To stake my future on pirates without... I've been in this business too long to fall... If it's between my life and my dignity, the Principi have their shipwright. And may Andra...
Cotter recognizes fair payment for Cotter's just making
This idiot's... What an Abaddon stink... Ugh.
No sweat. There. Done. Leave it to me.
You're looking prettier than when you left or so.
Merla, cut it out. Taught Laro a lesson, I did.
Pretty good, huh? Got it. Sure.
We're full up, I'm afraid. If you'll find a Tello Valera upstairs, well, as they say, business... We do indeed. Forgive me if I miss... It's not my place to share the dealing. Suffice it to say that a family in want of coin... But I've said enough.
Leave it to me. No sweat. There. Done. Why not? My eyes are peeled. Sure. Why not?
Am I supposed to play nanny? They listen to you, Martino.
Ah, a new face in the Valera halls. Courtly manners are welcome here. You kept Laro and Orso from the beyond. Martino has need of muscle and brains.
Let me take point on this one, Father. Some royal Deadfire crews have lately taken to pirate hunting Principe dogs is our business. It would be better if they took their business elsewhere. Perfito. I am sure the words of the Great Watcher make sure those royal bastards understand the Queen's birth. My time is freely is drama, unacceptable, and I make sure the wine cellar is
Pretty good, huh? See and not be seen.
my time is.
Ado, what brings you to the hull of the Valera ships? Escort goods and the Principe dogs show us the... the Bardato Bank shuts us out of investments and time. This is the richest prospect on Iora. But we can't. Ezal is a rich thug. If we must. What shoddery. Our disagreements. This is not your feud. If anything. You have little to gain by peace between our families. You want to help? Convince Ezali to negotiate. Until then, leave me.
Would you look at this? No sweat.
Leave it.
My eyes are peeled. Pretty good, huh? No sweat. Got it.
My face still hurts, but not as badly as a sword through the gut.
To see and not be seen.
Laro has returned to the estate. Too much Bardato blood has been spilled in the name of Vengiata. Here, you have not... I'm certain...
Why not? It's mine now. Pretty good, huh? Got it. No sweat.
Ah, yes. The newcomer. I thought you might visit. Lady Iza, you saw my son dueling those who ate when Valera and Bardato cross each other. Only perhaps in time, word has spread fast about the little spectacle of the dogs. Then ask. But do not waste my day with trivial... Are you still with me? I'd venture that you're working too hard. Because we do not belong. They're little better than the pirates they're charged. It is said that no Valian may want. Fratello doesn't make my affairs any easier with his wayward ambitions. His brood threatens open bloodshed in the streets, an delusional little snake. Fine, go on then. Let him know.
Behold, Aethys is risen again. He is glorious in form and purpose.
Please, what say? Do you have business with the Valiant? My people of the Dwape. We were not... I wish to... What say? My father, the Ranga, took payment from the company. In exchange, he did not understand the Valiant. Father has fallen ill. And the clerk, Luca, stands by the agreement as surely as if it was stamped in his skin. Akira, I made my appeals to... While I am barred from the company office, I can do nothing. Akira, my thanks.
It's still going on, is it? When will those arrogant louts decide that enough is enough? Has been raving ever since they moved it.
It's a point of pride, I suppose.
Pride? I wouldn't. Something we can help you with, sir?
We are apprentice clerks to Luca and Governor Alvari. They don't let...
It is a joy and a pleasure to serve the trading company in any capacity. Once you see how...
Have you been walking through Queen's Birth with your eyes closed? Or have you simply failed to notice the trouble between the Bardato and Valera families? Let us bring you up to speed, yes? Two families, Bardato and Valera, have been...
The Valeras are newer to that fire, but
One side has the money. Have you been walking through...
You did? Oh, stop it! No, don't stop there. Tell us more. We've been cooped up in this office all day, and the only intrigue to be had is what precious little goes by our windows. Oh, how terrible of you. We'll be taking our business elsewhere.
It's mine now. Sure. Pretty good, huh?
If you're here on company business, then I will fit you into my schedule. Ak, alof! He showed up with a forged... Tawenu is lucky. I only seized the forgery. The Galadis took your villager friend. The company's... Besides, lying is second nature to the rank. This is the homeland they... I can almost guarantee the company will put it to more... This is... Ak, true enough. But breaking a contract for diplomacy's sake is simply not done. I would be remiss. Go on, then.
Leave it to me. No sweat.
E così, you have been Governor Lueva Alvari. You are in luck.
Pretty good, huh?
An interesting surprise. The Watcher of Cadnoa, no? I am Lueva Alvari, Governor in Residence of the Valiant Trading Company. An interesting question. Director Castol concerns himself with the business of the Valiant Trading. I am afraid you must deal with me for the time being. Well, the Valiant Trading Company has been here in Nekata. The company also engages in more mundane lines of work suited to a Watcher. Your arrival presents an opportunity. How much do you know about the Adra trade? Perhaps we are concerned foremost with providing a return on every viable deposit is of interest to us. Katog, some weeks ago, we received word of a large quantity of luminous Adra on a distant island. However, Pococahara is said to neighbor the island of Tikawara, and we've already made contact with the natives. Our people have neither returned nor sent any word on their... We are too long delayed, and someone must finish the job. A Watcher can determine if there is essence in the Adra, if it is worth the trouble. Yes, I take your meaning. Here, this will be of some use to you, I think. It entitles you to act as a commissioned aide. Until then, I believe... Welcome back. Please, go ahead. Ha! What don't I? I tend to the director takes a Well, the Valiant Trading... The company also... A very broad question, no? It is simple science, as with most... Very well.
Why not? Sure. No sweat. There. Done. Quickly and quietly. Leave it to me.
Just a moment. There we are. So, did Alvari send you? Well, you're no Oleska Saraso. What can I do for you today, Watcher? Put plainly, I am an advisor. I have a better head. It is nice to be asked. That is true. I have been lucky to reach this. I can spare a few moments. She's nice, no? Ah, the Bardato. But they spend more. Well, it is dukes, noble. While the Songreta is away. I will not lie.
Look at this. Sure. Akira, you return. What say, friend? Akira, I cannot believe. My village is modest, but I came prepared. You are a friend of the Dwape. We do not...
Come closer, Watcher. We should speak. And here I thought Tawenu would hold vigil on the company's stoop until the last shard of Audra was dredged up from the ruins of his village. Sometimes it pays to be wrong. Plenty of folk disagreed with you, it seems. I wonder. The Valian Trading Company is so fixated on incremental profits that by the time they make any real headway, Rawatai will own every island and the Hawana are so gullible that their loyalties will be spread across 500,000 contracts and nothing but black. Stop by the Royal Deadfire District sometime. Rawatai needs men and women of action to represent our interests.
If you are here about the taxes, tell... Oh, you are not... What business brings you... Women luminous, of course. Take big chance. Per complankeneke. You go around asking just... Lucky for you, I am a woman of... I direct luminous. You want to know more? Good day.
To see and not be seen. Won't work. Quickly and quietly. Why not?
Hot razor skewers, crusted swordfish.
Pretty good, huh?
I say, you look like someone who wants protection, and a holler if any of the iron or steel laying around catches your fancy. Or if you need something repaired, I'm happy to take a glance. Akira, they wouldn't put a traditional smith here unless she brought something special. My clients wanted everything engraved and beautiful. Wasn't why I got into the business, but I keep it interesting working with exotic materials like shark leather, since there's some demand and little supply. Akira, but these wonders have suffered greatly. I say you must take better care of your things. I say I could repair these to their working order for 1,500 pyres each. Something about the metal, it yearns to bond as one. I could join all these pieces into a great sword for 3,000 pyres. If you need iron or steel, maybe even something lighter, I've got plenty in stock. Akira, when you swing this beauty, you must make sure to tell your foes that Mahiri sent you. Whispers of the Endless Paths. A most brooding and gloomful weapon, I say. May it chop your enemies into fine pieces. I'm honored to have the trust of such a fine customer. If you need iron or...
Why, hello. I can tell that you're new to the Deadfire. Welcome back, stranger. Money is the obvious answer. But I don't think that's... Yes, I'm an herbalist, but I also pride probably the same reason why...
Leave it to me. No sweat. Got it. Pretty good, huh?
If you find yourself in need of comfortable... I've been known to rip a seam here and... Thought I was an armorer, did you? Did you see these? Soft as a pair of undisciplined bottoms. Take a man's measure. If it's armor you're at...
Wow, isn't this fancy? Sure. It's mine now. My eyes are peeled.
Postenago, you have truly put your foot... Adolf entry. Tiverus. You must see it for my satchel. My ship is... Merla. I would go by myself, but... Gelad? There is, if you could, proprietary. You understand? No, no, please, my Casita. She holds her... Of course, I, Miko. I am not so good. Please, when you find the sat...